Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sherry. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're joining me again, thank you very much. You humble me always. So I thought I'd start out at a kind of a higher view. You guys are always seeing the lower plants. So I thought I'd start it so you could at least see the higher ones a little bit. We're in my Anthurium sanctuary at this moment. I'm currently able to keep all of my Anthurium in this side of the living room, but they are getting quite large, which, I mean, they're still babies, but when they get bigger, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do. But my goal is I want to keep them all close together because it gives such a wonderful vibe for me and for the videos. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to start spreading them out to the other table where the alocasias are and some sporadic orchids and stuff. Since I have done some plant purges, I have a lot more room over there than I do over on this side. Mainly so I can start preparing to spread these out as they get bigger. So yeah. Uh, if you watched I think one of my previous videos, not this past one, the past one that well, I don't remember because I'm still editing the one that I'm actually going to put up before this one. So at some point, I talked about upsizing two Anthuriums. One, my Anthurium Bessea AF, and that is this one here. So she is in this 5-inch pot now for a while, and she's put out two new leaves since, well, actually, yeah, two new leaves since she's been in this pot. And this is the newest leaf, which isn't much to talk about, but she's still beautiful. And then this is the first leaf that popped out. And then now we have another one growing. Now, I wasn't quick enough. I waited too long to order my pots, which have come, and we're going to open them here in a second. But I waited too long, and so now she's coming out with a leaf. But I'm still going to upsize her because I know she'll be happier in a bigger pot. I think this is way too small for her. And I think that's another reason why I got this crazy looking leaf. And she's drying out really fast. And that's because she's growing. And if anyone has anthuriums, we all know that when they're growing, they need water constantly. And we also know that their roots are quite large. So, yeah, so this one's been a tough one for me since I bought it at, I think I got this one at Leo Plants last year. Um, and it's never been a good plant for me. It's never grown. This is the biggest leaf that's been put out. And it's a beautiful leaf, as you can see here. But this is the original leaf that it came with. And it's still really pretty. It hasn't, I haven't had to cut it off or anything. So, but that just kind of shows you that the growth is really slow, or it was really slow. Now we're starting to pick speed up. And I think a lot too, there's not enough medium in here for the roots to really flourish. This whole bottom half of this naked root pot is all pumice. And yes, roots can grow in pumice, but there's not moisture, there's no nutrition there, nothing. I do keep water in this saucer, after I water it for a couple days, and then she has that to use. She'll still have one of these when I upsize her, but yeah, I want to get her out of this pot. That's one thing we're going to do. Now, the next thing we're going to do is this one. So, anyone who's been watching me, which I know are a lot of dedicated people out there, thank you so much. Your comments lately have been just make me extremely happy. And getting to know you guys is really a great feeling for any planty creator. You know, we're just sitting here with a phone or a camera and we're just talking to the plants and knowing that we have people coming back and we have people talking about the plants and getting to know each other. That's just the great thing about this community. I know that I'm an avid planty video watcher, and most of the channels that watch me, I am a watcher of them. And if you see my little girl cartoonish icon here at the bottom, you'll see me all over those comments. I just love it. So comment away. But yeah, so this plant here is the Anthurium Pendens AF. And I bought this at the Orchid Festival that was in town, August 24th. And I got it at the, Equigenera's tent was there. So if anyone's experienced that, that's a lot of fun. But these plants are in these plastic bags for who knows how long, with moss at the bottom of their where their roots are, and that's the only hydration that they have for I don't know how long. And when I brought this plant home, there was just rot. I was like shocked because I mean, look at the leaves. Um, and these are existing leaves. I've not lost them during this whole ordeal, which is amazing. I did cut two off, so it could focus more on the roots, but I just couldn't cut all of these off. No, I just couldn't do it. So that said, I went through a whole process of water propagation with this plant, and once it started growing roots, and I felt like that it was enough that I then potted it up into the naked root planter here. Um, and I saw new growth the couple of weeks back up here, and I'll show it to you. But what I'm really excited about here is just seeing that new growth, and I want to get her into a bigger pot as well. But I also want to see her roots to see where we're at. And then my pump's going off, so it's distracting me. Um, okay. It's an insulin pump that I have. I don't know if I can reach it up there or not, but yeah. So anyone who doesn't know already, I'm type 1 diabetic. I've been diagnosed for 36 years. I've known about it. Yeah, so that's just part of it. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so I really want to see what the roots look like. If they've grown, if they haven't grown, then I don't know, I probably won't put it in a bigger pot. Yeah, I probably won't put it in a bigger pot. I mean, I bought size 6 and I bought size 7 talls from the Moss Pole, which is where I buy most all my pots. Um, and let's go ahead and open them. Actually, I'm going to move you down so then we're more at eye level. So say bye to my plants up here. All right. So let's go ahead and open her up. If I can find my tools. Yeah, like I say, I buy all my plastic pots from the Moss Pole, and I have a. I've been buying from Catherine now for, well, since I started with these plants in plastic, which was sometime in the spring probably of last year, where I finally decided that everyone was right. I need to use plastic pots, clear pots, instead of terracotta pots, um, especially for tropical plants. And when I found on Etsy, I found the moss pole and started buying from her. And she's just a really nice person. It's a small shop. And so, probably about 2 months ago, yeah, I would say 2 months ago on Instagram, I showed the opening of my last set, a couple pots ago. And she reached out to me and thanked me for um, kind of advertising for her. You know, I didn't have to, but she really appreciated that. So she wanted to team up and for me to be kind of like a partner with her, and where I would get like 20% of any type of commission. And I said, no, I said, I'm doing this because, when I believe in a shop, I'm going to share it with the community. And I don't need any commission. I'm a full-time developer right now, and that's my career, and I just do this for a hobby. So she's like, well, I want to give you a discount, and you can use the discount code. So I said, great. Hey, that I can use that. So I have a discount code, and don't go to Etsy though. You need to go to her website. I guess she doesn't do the discount thing on Etsy, probably because there's some kind of arrangement there between Etsy and the shops. So if you're interested in buying from, these plastic pots, just go to her website. I'll have it in the description below, and you can use my discount code, and I know it works. It's 15% off. I just used it for the first time buying these pots. It was a nice discount too. And as much as I buy there, um, and uh, it works out great. So, hey, she sent me something. Look at that. How sweet. She sent me a little keychain. What is that? It looks like a Florida ghost. Yeah. 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 So she probably knows it's me. I'm the only one using the code. But yeah, how cute is that? I don't need a keychain, but I keep all planty things. Especially stickers are my favorite, because then I started putting them all over my iPad, because that's pretty much what I watch TV on. I don't have a TV here, but my iPad is where I watch all my YouTube videos, or if I watch movies here and there, I only watch it on my iPad. Look, as cute as that. Yeah. Thank you, Catherine. So I'll have to do an Instagram on this for. All right, so here are the pots. I bought three. So this is the 6 inch. And then this is the 7. You can't see that. Can I bring you down some? No, it did not. It's being very bad. My phone's kind of going like this. I can't move back any. There we go. Okay, so see, it's following me, which it's supposed to, but. So this is what we have. Now, I think the 7" is too big for these two for sure. So I'll probably stick with the 7 or the 6. Now the length of it, I can put her lengths on there, but I think what it is, it's usually an inch taller than the size you buy. So in this case, the 6, so it's 7 inches high, 6 inches wide, 7 inches wide, 8 inches high. I think that's how it works. And then like all of these up here, do I have any? These are 8 inches up here, 8 inches tall. And then I have this one, my Lux, is in the 9¼ inch. They don't actually have tall 10 inches. It's a strange situation with their pots. And I know that these are bought from other places, but whoever makes them, they use it centimeters, and so the sizes aren't exactly like, you know, us Americans would expect. Like you'd thinking this should be a 10" when you order it, but it's actually 9¼ But it's a perfect size, especially for the Anthurium, your bigger plants. So yeah, so that's the pots. And now let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do with these plants and what I'm going to put them in. So, I don't know if I need this or not. I'm going to put it underneath my little table here. Let's do the one I've been looking forward to the most first, and that is the Pendens. Still can't see very well. I have a feeling I've did a setting on here that's going against what I want. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, we'll try that. All right. What I'll do is I'll zoom in the best I can so you guys can see this a little farther than I like, but I really like this little keychain. I don't think I'll ever own a Florida Ghost. I shouldn't say that, but that might be the only one that you ever see me have in this house. All right, let's see what we've got here. I don't want to mess up the moss. Do I have? Okay. I want to reuse what I can here. So we're going to get the moss here off top. And I'm going to show you here in a second why I was so excited This is, I don't know how this plant grows. I read somewhere that it grows like down and up. I don't know. I don't quite understand it. But I guess it doesn't, it's a little different than your typical Anthurium. I don't know. You guys tell me if you know anything about that. But, get this here. So if you see here, see that guy? All new. So I was really excited about seeing that growth. And that's why I want to get it out of here and get him down into the dirt. Yeah, see where we're at. So there's my moss. Let me get my gloves real quick. I bought, I have been buying, thanks to Fern, and if you're watching, thank you for getting me onto Mooncat. I've got 2 new Mooncat polishes that I'm going to try, and this one is one Fern just had on, and I was like, I have to get this, and it's the, what is this one called? No, not this one. Root of All Evil. I think that's the one. It looks green, but when you put it on, it is so cool. It's not really green. So, yeah. And then I bought this one is Earth to Gaia. Gaia. That's this one. I'm anxious for that one too. But that's kind of looks like a more of a bluish, greenish. So when I was going to put it on before the video, and I was like, no, my hands are going to be in dirt. Last time I did that, I ruined them and I had to do them over again. So I like having my nails painted. But I've been doing plant chores all morning. Today is a Saturday. It's January 18th, I do believe. And so I watered probably 22 plants this morning. I need to be really careful with this guy. This thing just looks weird to me. Get another pair of gloves. Yeah, 22 plants, and the last 2 days at work I was just so tired because I don't get much sleep, maybe 5 hours a night during the week, and so some of them weren't very happy with me today. They sat pretty dry, which I felt bad about, but they'll be all right. Really want to reuse this because I potted this up, I think. I potted this up for the first time in October, the end of October. So this is really good dirt. This is the mix I've been using. So I want to be able to use it again. No reason not to. But I don't know, I'm afraid to pull. Most likely, my guess is here, we're going to find there's very little roots. I hope I'm wrong, but I know you can't see this. What I'm trying to do is gently, scrape away some of this dirt where I can to get the plant out safely. I know, like I say, oh, I see a root. So exciting. Guys, I've worked so long on this plant to get it to where it is, and I'm just so excited. I reached out to 2 of my planty friends when I first got this. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. I gotta be careful now. And they both recommended 2 different ways of getting this plant back to, getting it through the root rot phase. And it is planted in platinum, Natasha, and I'm looking right at her in my head, and I can't think of her. I'll put it on the screen, but I just love both of them dearly. I just love our plant community. You can reach out to other people, and they'll help you when you need it. Okay, here we are. I'm not going to touch this. I see moss around. Yeah. This looks good. We've got growth. Not a whole bunch, but enough. Another thing I was worried about is this being so deep down. I see that there's a leaf maybe possibly trying to grow, and it can't because it's so moist down below. Yeah, I'm not sure. Get that over here. What do you guys think? So you see we have all this new growth. I'm going to leave the moss right where it's at. We've got new growth here. I'll be zooming in so you guys should be able to see all these brand new lovelies. But this here is what I think is the stem. It's all white. It's very odd looking. I think that's a leaf wanting to grow, but it's too far down. Which is very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So one thing I don't want is this moss that has fallen into this dirt. I have learned my lesson not to combine moss and your soil. After my fiasco with my poor Anthurium, what was it? Anthurium silver blush. So I need to make sure I don't use that in this one. Granted, I don't think, obviously it didn't hurt it, but this is an all air pot, and it's not going to have this air where it's going. So I'm just going to do what here? So I'm going to put it in this one. But what's interesting here, it's definitely not going to go high. I'm going to have it sit about right here and only have the dirt halfway down. but it'll allow the roots to go down farther, which is what I want. Okay, look, I don't know what to do with you here. I have too much stuff. Put in there. Okay. It's exciting. There's more moss in here. Okay. So what I want is, to not make a mess, I need a better system than what I've got going on here. I don't think I need that anymore. Put this over here. Perlite. Okay. So I'm going to put perlite at the bottom. I'm actually going to mix it a little bit with this bigger stuff. Okay. I'm really kind of nervous about reusing this. I don't think there's a whole bunch of moss. I've picked out most of it. Curious to see. Oh, that's right. A lot of this is my mix. Oh yeah, there's lots of moss in here. Yeah. So I'm not going to use that. Wow. You guys used the naked root pots? I know you know I have, and that I'm moving away from them. They're great pots. I like the all air pots. I think they're the best. The problem I have with them is, one, how they're shaped, and two, I lost train of thought. Two, they don't have enough sizes. They just have this, the 3-inch, a 5-inch, and an 8-inch, and they're short. So they don't want you putting the roots down in here, so you really only have this, and no, not for Anthuriums, okay? Not for Anthuriums. Even my alocasias, I mean, now they loved them, but my alocasias need room to grow. So yeah, they're good. They're good. But I am probably going to be giving mine to Goodwill because I don't need to take up space in the garage for those. Yeah, there's too much moss here to reuse any of this, unfortunately. All right. So I am going to reuse this. But do I need, I think I want to add more. I want to add more to it. I want more perlite, big chunks of it. And I definitely want the little perlite. All right, there. And I think I'm going to add some fresh whatchamacallit, tree fern. Maybe. That looks good. Still a little damp since I watered it about 4 days ago. It's not bad though. I need to buy more tree fern. Yeah, I need to plan uppotting my Anthurium Zamora to a 10-inch. I need to uppot my Queen of Hearts to a 10-inch. And I need to uppot my Anthurium Queen of Andean to a 10-inch and my shell to a 10-inch. And even this guy, the Papillium to a 10-inch, but the queen is going to get it first. She needs a 10-inch as well. So I bought 4 10-inch pots, and I went through that on one of my prior videos here. I think I did I went through and did all my Anthurium updates, and I talked about it in that video, which I'll, if I remember, Future Sherry will put it in the description. Yeah, this looks good because I want to make sure there's a lot of perlite, different sizes. I want the roots to be able to have some air, which is what it's used to. Be a little charcoal. I miss the most when I'm doing this videoing is music. I always love to listen to my jazz music when I'm doing plant stuff, and I can't listen to music when I'm doing recording because, for those of you that don't know, YouTube has lots and lots and lots of rules. And one of those rules are copyright rules. So if you play any type of music whatsoever, and when you're uploading it, it listens for it, and it will ding you if you are playing any copyright music. So the music that I play on my videos for you are not copyright. I actually, this year for 2025, I bought a year-long to use at Episound. I got it off Melissa's link she had in her description. And you can go now, I can go there and get a whole bunch of songs that, you know, that are not going to ding me on copyright, which is nice. But I can't hear them. So, and now I know why Fern has her big green headphones on. If you didn't know that, that's why she has it. Because she wants to listen to something while she's doing plant stuff. All right, I think this is good. So what I'm going to do here is put some down in here. Since he sits so low, I'm going to put more down than normal before putting him in. And there's not many roots here, so let's see what we got. Yeah, this is an interesting plant. Very interesting plant. All right, I'm not going to pull that moss. Just Sherry, just leave it alone. But what I want here is I want him to grow into a happy place, and then I want him to push himself up. And I can even have him lay, no, I need to have him this way, I think, because it's hard to see. So, what's going on? Okay, so my camera, just look at this. That was weird. All right. So I need to have that leaf in the air. So, and I want it to grow down. So how do I want to do this? I'm going to have to do it this way, I think. Maybe the better way is to have this plant farther up. If it really does grow downward, I don't know. It's a strange plant. Very strange plant. I mean, these leaves are heavy, so how am I supposed to do this? How are you supposed to grow? I think I'm just going to do this. So it's actually a very easy plant to pot. It's just odd. I don't want to cover a little white leaf or whatever it is, but got to get my dirt in here. I need to be very careful with these aeroids. It's a very interesting plant. And I want this thing so high up, this aeroid, that I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to cover it. Sure hope I don't break it. I'll worry about that leaf when I'm done here. Or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a leaf. This big chunk of charcoal I don't need. So odd. Gotta be really careful so I'm not stomping down on these high up aeroids. I didn't think I was going to use all this dirt, but it's very airy and I need to make sure it's pressed down really well because I don't want this plant moving or falling out. It probably wouldn't fall out, but I don't want the little roots it has to flap up. I need my little paint brush here. I'll get this. So I'm just blowing off the leaf because I do think it's a leaf, guys. Now, I am going to put moss up here. Or do I need it yet? I am going to because it's used to that. So first, before I do that, I think I need these guys because I don't want the leaf to fall forward, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to prevent that. What would be ideal is if I could stick this in. I mean, I could. Do I want to, though? Why not? I don't use it. I stick this in the dirt. How about that? It's not very attractive, but what I want to make sure here is that leaf, that new one, can grow up and not into the side, or I don't want it falling forward. So let me show you guys this, what I did. Let me move this stuff. Kind of made a mess here. Actually, it's not too bad, but all right. I'm coming. I'm coming. I promise, guys. Oh, my leg's asleep. Oh, my leg's asleep. Oh, hey. So I'm in shorts, and it's winter time. What we got right now? It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's 33% humidity, which is very, very wonderful for where we've just come from. The snow's finally leaving after 2 weeks, and I think, we had just come out of a negative, like 0-degree weather, and I'm pretty sure that tonight we're going down to the zeros or single digits again. So everyone's going to be quite cold, quite different, because right now the heater's not on, warming the floors. And yeah, it'll be quite nippy for a while. Hi, you coming to see Mommy? We've got Missy here, but she can't get to me. It's too much, she says. Hey, Mommy, it's too much. Let's move this here. You can come see Mommy this way. Here we go. Yes. Hi. You coming to see Mommy? You gonna see my friends? I see nobody except these plants and dirt, okay? Yes. Just don't be licking anything up here, okay? I'm pretty clean, but not always. Yes. Yes. Now be careful now. She's pushing on the table. That would be bad. Yes. That's nice. Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? You're a nice girl. Yeah. Nice girl. This is Missy. If you guys don't know it, I always have their little videos at the very end of my videos. I try to edit them in each time. I need to make new ones. And we'll make new ones when it's warmer out. Yeah. When Mommy goes outside with everybody, yeah. Nice. Hi. Okay. Mommy needs to finish this now, okay? We're almost done. All right. Now my leg can move. So this is what I've got. So I put this little fork in here. You see the leaf? It's looking for me. But that leaf, that white guy right there, that is the leaf. So now that it's out from under all the moss and from all the soil where it was at, it has a chance of actually doing something. It may be too late, it may be too soggy, it may not come out, but it looks like it's the start. So I'm real happy with this. I'm so glad I decided to do it. And it's so encouraging to see it grow. Yeah, so I'm happy. So that's one. Look how big it is now. It's in this grown-up pot. Oops. The perlite's falling out. Oh, almost forgot. It's okay. It's not scary. I did forget my Myco, but that's okay. I've been watering. What I've been doing lately is watering Myco in each plant on a rotating basis. as I think about it, but I'm trying to do it a little more because I know how much the roots appreciate it. So I'll do that here when I'm done. This is what I'm looking for. So I want my moss. So I'm going to put some moss up here. Can you guys see me here a little bit? This thing, I like my gimbal, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to use it. It's kind of a pain. I don't want to put any moss around the leaf, just around where I know those aeroids are. I don't really need it here. So just around the back side where I'm trying to get it to grow down. Yeah. Like that. So I think this will be really helpful. I might just keep it that way because I need to keep them up so that leaf can grow up. Does that make sense? Can you guys see it? It's really hard for you guys to see, I know, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so one last thing. I'm going to put my grit mix on top. Or do I want to? Yeah, I do. I was thinking maybe not because most likely this plant's going to be going up, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. What did I do with it? There it is. And this will just help too. It'll just help keep visually what's going on here for me with that leaf. This crazy little fork, but I kind of like the idea. And it allows me with this grit to lift it up a little more. I'll show you in a sec. I might even get you off that gimbal so I can show it to you. Almost looks like an onion. Soggy onion. I think having the weight of the grit also on here will help the aeroids burrow down more than staying at the top. And that's my goal. My husband just came into the room. He watches. Say hi to yourself. He's like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. There it is. Nice. Okay. All right, so I'm back. Excuse me. I ended up having to eat some lunch. Once my husband came into the room, he started getting the dogs ready to take them out to the trails for a little bit since it's warmer right now. And I checked my blood sugar and it was like 75, so had to eat a little bit. Unfortunately, I've got this sniffles and I don't know why. Hopefully that'll pass here soon so you guys don't have to hear it. I looked on the weather because I knew cold's coming, but I wasn't sure when, so I looked it up on my app, and we're in an extreme cold watch for Monday, and I'm hoping it is going to pass us because they're saying -20, and yeah, I always worry about the house. As you know, we have radiant heat, which makes me feel a lot better because that keeps all the pipes in the foundation, everything is warm. Helps keeps the pipes warm in the house. So that's a really big upside to having radiant heat in my mind. I don't know if any of that's true, but in my mind it's true. And if it's in my mind, then we know it's true. So, yeah, but I always worry. And the older I get, I find that I'm worrying more about things that are out of my control. I never cared about this kind of stuff when I lived at home, or even when Jeff and I were newly married, and it wasn't really until the last probably 10 years when things started weighing on me more, and I guess that just happens when we get older. We worry more about things because life is just so fragile. Yeah, so all right, so let's get to our next repot of my Bessea. I'm going to be extremely cautious with her. I don't want to mess with any of the roots. I don't want to upset her any with this new leaf coming. So I am first going to get her out of what we have her in, or what I have her in, and take this moss off. The moss really, really, really helped my plants. And once again, that's why I love these videos so much. Seeing other people and hearing them and how they take care of their anthuriums has helped me so much. So hopefully I can help others as I go. It's my goal. Okay. So now, what do I want here? I'm wondering if she's able to just kind of lift out of here. She's dry. She's for certainly dry. And I just watered her a couple days ago. Yeah, here she is. Come right out. Okay. Yeah. I can tell just by looking at her right now, she needs more room. So check that out. See all those roots? They're neat roots. That's the thing about the naked root planters I like. They're supposed to be really good about not getting any type of, what's the word, when your roots get all balled up. I guess that's not supposed to happen so much with their pots. Root bound. That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. All right. So nice thing here, guys, is I forgot I had already had mixed up some potting medium on my last video that I did with repotting up my Hoya, which, by the way, is very happy that I put her in a bigger pot. I see more leaves growing now, so there's a lot of uppotting I have to do. I mean, when I think about it, the philodendron, my philodendron Patriciae is in a fine sized pot, but now I had to order moss poles because I need to get her in a bigger moss pole already. The roots on that thing inside the moss pole has grown to the top of this thickly moss where I had it. Yeah, wow, impressive. Okay, so I'm waiting on, I bought from, I forget where I bought it, but I think it's in Canada, where they had I only want front clasp moss poles, mainly because I can control how the plant grows on the pole versus having no clips on the front. So, yeah, so I bought a large and a medium, I think. I have no clue what size these are going to be because I'm very bad when it comes to visually understanding when they say it's going to be so and so long. I kind of go like, I'm like, what? Okay, it sounds big enough. So yeah, when that comes, I'm going to do another video and we'll open up the moss poles together, and I'm actually going to probably do the I'll definitely be doing the Patriciae in that video. I don't think, yeah, it's definitely not ready yet, but my Columbia, Philodendron SP Columbia, is putting out 2 new leaves as I speak, which I'm so excited about. It is making it. I see roots growing. So far, no roots are growing in the little moss pole, but I feel like that's just a matter of time till these new leaves come out. So I don't have to do anything with that, which I'm happy about. So, and I'm entertaining in my mind possibly putting my queen on a moss pole, but I haven't decided yet, or one of these big ones, because the Andean and the Zamora, their stems and their aeroids are coming out so fast that I feel like they'd be great on a moss pole, but I don't know if I want to go there or not. I don't know yet. So, but I am definitely with the Philodendron Patriciae and the SP Columbia. I'm anxious for that. So while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to put my Myco on the roots. If I can see it, I have the worst eyes anymore. I think most of this is going on the dirt, which is fine because I'm going to be using it. Yeah. But look at that. Look at those. So he needed a repot for sure. And I think it's going into the 7-inch, guys. I knew I got the 7-inch for this one mainly, but the 7-inch I think will be a good one for it. So the roots will be able to grow down. Like that. I feel like that's the right. I feel like this is too small. Yeah, I'm going to use the bigger one. It always makes a mess. How are you guys doing? What's your weather like here now in January? Are you guys mostly from the northern, southern hemisphere that watch me? I know I've got Canada and I've got Ohioans watch me, but I'm not sure if I have any southern. Actually, I do know. I have one Florida gal, Shannon. She has her channel too, and we like to watch each other. I have so many planty friends. I know I've said this already, but I'm so happy. You guys could be watching anybody, and you guys chose to watch me, and that just makes me just thrilled. I'm so glad that you're here. All right. So do I need to add anything to this? I think I'm going to add a little bit more. It's already got really large pumice in it. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Looks like it's got a lot of tree fern. I think I'm still going to add some more. These plants love tree fern fiber, by the way. And if they love it, I love it. I have to do a voiceover. My last video, I'm editing it right now. It's the second half of shopping for a pot, a glazed pot for my I can't say it, mammillarium cactus. It's an old lady cactus, they call it. And I started editing it the other night, and when I got to the part where I started potting her up, because I did find a pot for it, there was no sound. So I really hope that I've tested it multiple times since recording this, so I hope there's no surprises. But I'm got to do a voiceover, and I'm not a fan of doing that because I'm in the moment kind of gal. I mean, you know, I don't know what I'm saying during these videos. So it's just kind of odd. I may not do the voiceover and just do music, but I don't know. It just seems awkward. Just seems awkward. Because we're going along and I'm shopping and you can hear me, and then all of a sudden, nothing. And I'm talking to the camera like you're hearing everything I'm saying, like right now, you know. What a crazy. Technology's crazy. Can't rely on it, unfortunately. As a developer, I know that way too closely. So the thing that worries me about this plant, I mean, I can probably get her about right to there. I think that's good, actually. Her roots will be able to go into the nice long pot. I feel like that will be okay. I'm just glad to see her growing. And again, if it's too big, which I just don't think that this is at this point, she's on a roll now. But if it's too big, like all my others, I don't have a problem. I'll just repot it to a smaller pot. See if I can get you lower. It just doesn't want to get off my face for some reason. I feel like they did an upgrade on the Kimball that I have. That's what it feels like. Because it's not reacting like normal. I feel like she is about to take off. That's what I feel like. And I hope so, because I've been waiting a long time for this plant to produce some growth. And maybe this will just be the starting point for her. Perfect. I don't think I need any more. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. Stem's still pretty much out. But her roots are all covered. Nice and light. I really do love this mix that I have. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, well, can I reuse any of this? No, I don't want to use any of this. This is all that chunky stuff. I'll just go ahead and make up a little bit more so I have some for next time. I was really thinking about, while we were on here, potting up a 10-inch pot of the one, at least one of them that needs it. I don't know. 10-inch pots, they take up so much of the mix, you know. And I know I'm going to run out. The tree fern is on borrowed time. And most likely what is left will only make it through one 10-inch pot. And I just really don't want to take the risk at this point. If I'm halfway through and I run out. We have lots of birdies outside. My husband does lots of wonderful things outside. He's been taking down in the nature parks the invasive honeysuckle. It's just amazing how much work that man does. Just wonderful. And he does it here too. We have a really nice, out back we have a nice, what do we call it? Isn't that funny? I lose my mind when I'm talking. I lose it. I completely, it's like I'm on the roll and then I know I see it and I can't say what I want to say. I know a lot of people that happens too, but I feel like that happens to me a lot. Meadow. We have a meadow out back that he takes care of, and the birds are loving this weather right now. They have seeds from the meadow. We have water outside for them, so they're absolutely loving our yard right now. Oh, it's hard to reach. So did I put, I put charcoal in. More of the small perlite. And I'll be set up and ready for my repot the next time. Or at least partially. When I do those 10 inches, I have to do this, oh my word. If I do all 4 of those repots at once, we're going to be here for hours, guys. Or I will be here for hours. You might only see it for like 45 minutes. Let me know below. If you've made it this far, let me know below. Do you want to see me repot 4 huge plants into 10-inch pots? Let me know. And if you say yes, I'm going to make sure that you watch it, because then I'll expect your comments, and I may even do quizzes throughout that video to see if you watched all the way through. That's another question I have. So I watch videos all the way through. If they're 3 hours long, which Charmaine's usually can be 3 hours long, I love. But I won't watch 3 hours straight. I will close my iPad, go about my business, and then when I'm ready, I'll go back. But I typically, if it's something, it can't be, okay, it can't be about plants that I'm not into. Unless, my caveat will be, unless the creator is so good at keeping my attention that I will keep watching. So I can name one creator. I love everybody, don't get me wrong, but I can name one creator that I can watch his videos, even on plants that I'm not interested in. And that's because he can teach me about anything every time I watch. I'm not a teacher. I can't teach you anything. I can only show you what I do. If you ask, well, your Anthuriums are beautiful, what do you do? I can tell you that. But he is a teacher. I mean, he's great at teaching, and it's Sydney Plant Guy. So and again, I'm very vocal about the people I watch and the channels that I watch. You know, if I can help them, I will. And I think by saying their names helps them. A lot of times they don't watch me, and that's fine. But at least I know that I'm helping them. But Sydney Plant Guy is hands down the best at his plant care and how he can teach. And his videos, he will record a video weeks, years, knowing ahead of time, knowing, and years later he's going to want to show all of those videos. The man has control, because this girl doesn't have that kind of control. When I do a video, now you won't see it right away because I schedule them, but this girl wants them out. I need to keep moving forward, and holding on to videos that long, I don't think I can do it. Now I can do it on, like, so for example, I'm thinking about maybe adding the Pendens videos, and kind of so you can see it from the time I got it and then up to this point. I could do that. Not sure if I will. You'll know when you watch this, but those are the kind of things that he does. And yeah, and I wish that if he was watching, that I tell him all the time, you know, I have my channel and I talk, and I always am so grateful for him, and he's such a nice guy, and he's always thanking me for it. But I don't do it for that. I do it because I believe, I know how hard, and he's trying to make this his career. A lot of people that I watch are. Now, this is not a career for me. Would it be nice if more people watched? Yes. Would it be nice if my subscriber count was higher? Yes. Would it be nice if I had more views? Yes. I mean, that's just that's the way it is, but I don't rely on it. So, and as long as I keep enjoying doing this, then I'm going to keep doing it. But yeah, so anyways, he's just, if you haven't seen him, I'm sure you have. I think every plant person who watches YouTube knows who Jan is. All right, so here's where we're at, guys. Look how pretty. So pretty. I'm really anxious to see how she does in this pot. When I first got her and potted her up, I put her in a pot. I'm going to guess it was a 6-inch size. This is 7-inch, so it was this size pot. And she was that was way too quick for her. Way too quick for her. So she's been in multiple pots since I've gotten her. So I really think that I did okay on this one. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on it and let you know how she does. I am going to add some moss. And then I'm going to water them both real good. I don't like doing this with dry moss, but I didn't think about it. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Doesn't really matter. It's just easier to maneuver when it's wet. That's good enough. Just want to cover the top. Okay, so I think the last thing I'm going to do here is put my grid on. And once again, I don't know where my little, okay, it's in front of me. I need to order some more of this too. Have you guys noticed any difference in your gnats, any fungus gnats that you may have had in the winter? Have you noticed at all if they've been reduced drastically because of the cold? I have. I don't know if I've seen one gnat since the January 5th when we had our snowstorm. I still run my my little catcher, gnat catcher at night, because I don't always see them. I'm sure I have a few, but I haven't seen any for a good while. I asked my husband the other night and he's like, yeah, I haven't seen any. Cool. still, like I say, I still believe 100% in that BIT solution that I use every watering. So you guys might want to check that out if you haven't already. All right, so let's go water and we'll call it a day, okay? All right, see you there. All right, my mic's still on? Yeah, looks like it. All right, so I always put this in the sink when I first freshly do a repot, because all of that fresh dirt, you know, it takes it a while for it to flush off, and I don't want that in my sink. So that is why I do that. You see the snow outside, how it's melted. We still have a lot, but nothing like it. It's nice to see the grass and the rocks again. I don't know if you can bring it closer. Hard to know. Hard to get angles. If I had a real camera, it would be a lot easier, I'm sure. So I use my phone. It'd be really interesting to see how this plant grows with that little white, what I think is a leaf. It's a strange plant. I need to get some water in there on that side. I don't see it reaching down there. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I don't have to worry about it at this point. There's not that many roots, but I want to make sure that when it does grow, there's no gaps, air pockets. That's better. Since I forgot Myco on this one, I'm going to go ahead and water it in. I'm not going to worry about my BIT solution, or maybe, do I need my fertilizer? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fertilize. Might as well. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to spray your leaves. It's amazing these leaves have lived through this. It really is. Such a beautiful plant. This smell is pretty good. It's the first time I bought this one. It's called lemongrass. So it smells a lot like lemon and a hint of like a lime, I guess. It's really nice. I really like it. I think I could make my own wellness spray. I know I could, but maybe I will at this point, though. I really enjoy buying it from where I do. They do a nice, it's a nice job. They do a nice job. So there's this one. Now one more. It's heavy now that I'm getting water in it. Guys, you're home. Hi guys! Hi guys! Let me make sure it's... Yeah, okay. Looks like we're in the clear. Okay guys, that's really all I had for today. I put them back on their spots, so you can see here I've got my pendens up here. Now one thing I'm going to have to do is I've been replacing these saucers with the deep saucers from Lowe's. And so I bought some the other day, And now that I've up-potted these guys, and I have in need of some more. You know how it's like, you think that you're done buying stuff. Even if you're not buying plants, you're continually still buying stuff because your plants outgrow the existing. So it's not a bad thing to have. Actually, it's not a bad thing at all to have. I love it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Oh, and here is my, let me bring you down here real quick. Let me bring you down here. Yes, it's squawking at me. There she is. So this is the Bessea we just did. And as you see, I had to get a saucer for her as well. I don't have any more of the 8-inch size saucers, which you see under the Veitchii that I have. So, and also this, look how beautiful this is. I am absolutely in love with this Hoffmanni Anthurium. Just beautiful. And it's got a leaf growing already. Well, I could be talking about my plants here all day, so I better cut it short. So if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, maybe hit the subscribe, it's free, and hit the little notification bell so it comes into your feed. But if I don't see you later in this video, which you probably won't, I don't have anything else I really need to do, thank you and have a blessed day. Stay safe wherever you are, and yeah, enjoy your plants. Bye.